Well, I got a little video here we can
right.
look at here.
Life on Earth is one
bit
that
loud.
Horrible voice too, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a bit loud. It's a bit loud.
No, just the voice. I'm done. Thank you. Thank you very
the volume's
much.
fine. Yeah, I'm with Dan on this one.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
already out 2 seconds in.
It's a really, that voice is like, you can just hear that talking to you when you're stuck at work somewhere.
Yeah, the call center. It's like, who the fuck is this guy?
extremely busy, largely due to having to juggle its many facets, like the tedium of your work life, the constant inebriation of your social life, and ensuring enough quality family time. All the while, you're struggling with those big questions that keep you up at night. Questions like, why am I here? Am I a good person? What happens when you die? And what is the meaning of it all anyway? Science is working tirelessly on the answers, but they can be a little impenetrable. Religion boldly claims to already have the answers, but with so many to choose from, how do we know which?
Well, what are we watching here? Well, I'm not.
This is them and their words. What their thing is.
Okay, so right now it's kind of like this seems not to sync up with what I know of that. You know what I mean? Like it seems like right now they're kind of just saying like, hey, you know, we're just here to answer questions for you. They're
Right.
like they're speaking about themselves like they're not a religion.
Well, we're on our way to, like, in 1 second we're going to start learning about his noodly highness or whatever they're called. I was going to write down a bunch of those that they call.
It is funny that they got the Cthulhu here because like I didn't know this like at all, but I kind of assumed that the noodly spaghetti monster was influenced by that in some way.
Cthulhu.
So I knew these were Cthulhu guys before. Before you know, for some reason.
On the screen, we're looking at the video of it right now, and yeah, there's a bunch of religious people, and then there's a Cthulhu. It's
and I'll say a depiction of Muhammad. It appears in the
there,
which is
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Maybe a little interesting, but
okay.
I remember now what I was going to say. This is when they were trying to teach intelligent design as an alternative to evolution in schools. And a guy wrote an article that said, what if I decided that a fucking flying spaghetti monster, and it like caught fire on the internet. So then the guy's like, well, I'll write a book. And he wrote like the Bible of the flying spaghetti monster. Then it started to pick up steam. And that's when like, well, we should be allowed to have a colander on our head and our license photo. And then it was just like all these little things. So they feel like they're doing sort of a political act, but in a way that's off-putting for like 90% of people. Here we go.
Happily, this problem has a solution. A combination of the natural wonders of science and the supernatural claims of religion has culminated in the world's first and only empirical religious movement. Welcome to Spaghetti, Wenches, and Metaphysics, your guide to the Church of the Flying Spaghetti.
It's hard, Brian. It's hard.
I didn't like wenches coming up. Didn't like that.
If you are a saint in the church, like if you're a reverend in the church, so like you get ordinated and you're supposed to stop wearing the colander and start dressing like a pirate, which I don't even know how that.
What? what? Like this is like it really feels like I get it. They're making this like, oh, what if I said came from a flying spaghetti monster? Like that should be the end of it right there. Like maybe
but actually, if you're a priest, you're a zombie. You have to dress like a zombie.
But like now you're doing all these like serious things and like. It's just like Bryan said, it's impenetrable for almost everyone. Everyone's like, this is the most cringe shit I have ever heard in my entire life. Even normal people.
Chris, I'm sorry. Do you like Christian fundamentalists and all the like? That's what they would be saying, right?
Yeah.
Actually, this is a critique of and we dress like old timey airline pilots with those goggles and leather hats.
It's a commentary on social issues.
Yeah, like the rabid atheist guys, like the Sam Harrises and like all those guys are definitely on the hook for these guys.
Yes, that's such a good point.
it is such a bummer because like atheists are already really annoying to people. And
Well,
it's-
except for Gervais. Like when Gervais
Wait, is
makes
he
some
an
good
atheist?
points. Yeah, I think he might be. Like I've heard him talk about it in the past. Yeah.
well, I am also one, and it's really like the best way to be an atheist is to shut the fuck up about any of the stuff and just go on with your life.
You're saying it's
Yeah,
not
hey,
to
we get
put-
it, man. God's for dummies.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you could put a colander on your head, walk around.
Oh, are you going to repress me? Are you going to repress me for wearing a colander on my head at the
Well-
DMV?